Hi, welcome to Who Am I Today with Summer D, and today we are going to be doing 70s outfit ideas. So I've been going through all of them, and I know some people like, you know, everyone has their own taste and their own style. So some may like the 80s, some may like the 90s, some may like 70s. I did some fall videos, a Western look, so just a little bit of everything, just giving you ideas for that specific era for outfits. So this one today is going to be 70s. And 70s is honestly not one I lean to very often. But I am going to go ahead and do the look. And I've been talking about how, as I'm doing these, I'm kind of weeding things down. I've been a reseller for a long time. I also had a store for a little while. And so I have picked up different eras of clothing for a very long time. But I do not have a store at the moment. I am just reselling online, and so that's going to end up being eventually curated to what I'm wearing, pretty much. That's what I used to do years ago before I had the store. I would just buy the things I wanted to buy, and then when I was done wearing them, I would resell them. So, not based on any specific trend or era, but somewhere along the way, I got caught up in different eras and different looks and started picking up those pieces, but I have found that I don't wear them all. So as I do each outfit idea for that era, I will be weeding down like things that I just don't reach for, don't tend to gravitate towards. So it's been interesting. But we'll start with this first outfit, and on this one is cute, and it's interesting enough because I feel like I was born in the 70s, but I didn't really go through the 70s. I know pictures of my mom, kind of like what she wore, but since I pretty much started buying my clothes in the 90s, that is what kind of stuck with me. 90s Y2K, because that was the era that I was shopping for myself in. So I guess that's why I tend to grab those items. So the 70s is not one that I really didn't shop in. And so I see things and I like them, but I kind of like them, but I think that's why I gravitate towards the other eras that are a little bit newer than that, just because it was when I shopped. But I do actually like this outfit. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to just figure it out as I go. But I didn't really have so-called 70s boots or bags, so I just went with what I thought I could use from my modern pieces. So you've seen these boots before on the I'm pretty certain on the Western look I did these because kind of like a riding boot, but I do think tall boots were a part of the 70s, so I thought maybe I can do them with this. The jeans are a 70s style jeans, so they are they're 70s style, but they are actual vintage 70s jeans. And then this little bag I had is Agner. Etanin Agner, I think is the brand. And I found it thrifted, but I just kind of thought just the style of it or the look of it could go for 70s if I needed one to pair. And then the part that I love about this outfit so much is this polyester top that I have on here, a little jacket. So this actually came out of my grandma's closet. And I didn't keep a lot of the clothes from her closet. She did have a little bit bigger size, so I have, wrapped this one and tied it. But I did think this piece was really cute, and so I just used it for my first look. And then a turtleneck, which you always hear me talking about, because turtlenecks are, not only is it wintertime and they're good for that, but they are good layering pieces. So this is going to be outfit number one. On this one, keeping the same jeans, the little vintage Wrangler. I think they're Wrangler, but they have I've showed them I think it was the Western one, but they have that pattern on the pocket. But these are super cute. They are very high-waisted. And I think because I came through the 90s and the Y2K, I was used to lower rise jeans. And so it actually has taken me quite some time to get used to high waisted. And I pretty much have, but it was, at first it was a struggle. Keeping that same bag again. And I did change the boot out. So I've got the little ankle boot on, picked what I could that resembled 70s. And then the polyester blazer, of course, is definitely 70s. And I thought the colors on this were interesting. It's just a little bit, like it's a little bit too snug, but I thought it was still cute. And it is going in my sale pile, but I did want to share it on here. And I actually did buy this one specifically to sell a while back. But I do think it's super cute. For someone who loves the 70s, I think that this would be a good piece to have. But and I hadn't seen one with these type of colors. So I just thought that was neat. And keeping that turtleneck on, of course. Oh, and I did find some beads. So I actually found a few beads the other day at a thrift store, and I think I actually got them in Crossville when I went, but I was saving them for Y2K outfits again, and then I was like, wait, that's 70s. So then it occurred to me that some of the pieces we were using in the Y2K outfits were already 70s pieces. So like those crocheted scarves and these beads, and I have a bag in a minute I'm going to show you. All of that is made a crossover into Y2K, but I think they were actually pulled from 70s styles, which is interesting. Okay, if there was a wild card, this would be my wild card. So this top is so cool. It is a vintage 70s Girl Scouts shirt. So I just happened to come across it and I liked the design of it, but I'll be honest with you, it reminded me of Gucci because of the colors and the G's on it. But the tag on the inside says Girl Scouts New York, actually, is what it said. Original Girl Scouts New York is what it says. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I'm assuming maybe it was one of the leaders or something that wore it because it is my size. So I don't know, but I did think it was pretty cool. And so I definitely wanted to show that because it is actually a 70s top. So very neat. And I'm going to keep these jeans on for about 3 more pieces, and then I'll switch jeans because I have several jeans paired up with different tops, and I want to do all the same tops with that pair. It's just a lot faster trying on that way. But anyway, thought this one was a pretty cool one. Okay, with this one I took this little cute blue floral button-up top and put some beads with it, and then I have the little bangle bracelets with those 70s Wrangler. I keep saying Wrangler. I think they are Wranglers. I need to check in a minute. And then a little vintage brown belt, and then keeping that little ankle boot on for a 70s look. Okay, I can already say this one's going in the sale pile, although it is very cute, and I've hung on to it for a while because I really actually do like the style of it. I love this, the way it buttons up. I just think that's really pretty, that style. I love the colors, but let me tell you, it's choking me. So I think that's a good sign that if it's choking you, you have to put it in the sale pile, right? So this one has to go, but I do really like it, and it is a very cute 70s style top. It reminds me of like being on a ranch. I feel like I would be like, on a ranch taking care of cattle or something, maybe horses. I really like cows though, so I don't know. Okay, this one, I actually really love this one. This is so pretty. I remember when I found it, I was just like in awe because I love the colors. So I love orange and yellow. I love orange, yellow, red, green. Those are just like I always gravitate towards them always. I call them earth colors. I really don't know, but I love the colors in this. And I love the fact that it has just this little thing right here in the middle of it that just stands out. So this one's really cute, and I actually had it paired with I had it in some 80s stuff, and my husband said that this was 70s, so I pulled it out and put it with these items. And I guess I thought 80s just because of the bright colors, and I don't know, that's probably it. But he said it was more 70s, and he said he had something that looked similar to it when he was in the 70s. So anyway, but I do really like this one. Although I do love the 70s jeans with all these outfits, realistically, I don't know if I would be comfortable wearing these like throughout the day because they're high-waisted, the way they're hitting me, I feel like they're not given a whole lot of room. They're honestly not tight, but they're still pressing, like they're just in an awkward place or something. So when I sit, I've already been sitting and standing and all that, and I'm noticing that like I just feel a little bit more winded in them than when I wear my regular jeans. So I don't know if everyone's different on that, on like where they feel more comfortable with their the rise of their jeans, but I don't know, I might have to pair it with something different. But I actually really love the top. Okay, on this one, I have shown these pants before in the fall look, I think, but these are a 70s style plaid, very high-waisted pant. Put the little brown vintage belt back with it and this bag, and then just a plain button-up orange top. And so all of these little tops are from the 70s. They are kind of that polyester nylon material. This one's actually pretty soft, but I can still tell that that's what it's made out of. And they have a little bit of, I feel like a little bit of a pleating on the shoulders, which is kind of pretty in the design there. But yeah, so this is I think this would pass as a 70s look pretty well. I'm not sure realistically. I like the purse, I like the top. Once again, with the, I think this waist is even higher than the other one. So these will probably go in my sell pile. I've used them for the other video plus this one, and I do think they're very cute. Realistically, for me, I probably will not pick them to wear them. So I think it will be a good option to put them for someone else who really loves them, and maybe someone who's even taller, like with a taller waist, that might work better. But it does make a cute outfit. For this one, I got the little 70s Western top on, which I love the detail up here, and this is actually pretty comfortable. It's got the pearl snap buttons as well, and the little sleeves that fold up. So I do think that's comfortable and cute. And I took a pair of, these are actually Faded Glory, like old Walmart Y2K jeans, but to me they kind of had a 70s look to them. And they have these pockets that are very Western, so I felt like they looked really good with this top. So I probably would wear this together. I feel like I should go to a rodeo in this. So I feel like this is like rodeo attire or something. I don't know, or festival maybe, but I do like this one. I think it turned out cute, and the jeans are a lot more comfortable, I feel like. But then again, I don't know if I would wear these type of pockets with all those other looks. So, but for this one, I think it works well together. Okay, I have two more after this one, but on this one, this was also a shirt that I'm trying to get my hair out of the way so you can see this big pointed collar that is on it. But this was also in my grandma's closet, so definitely a cool 70s piece. I feel like I was gonna say the sleeve cuffs are a little longer. They're not too long, maybe a little longer. They got a double button, but I just thought this was a really cute top as well. And I liked it with the pink. So I do remember seeing like 70s patterns. Remember when you used to get the patterns at, I think Walmart still has some, but the ones for the 70s, I feel like I did see a lot of solid colored pants with the button-up shirts. So that's why I paired this one together. And yeah, so I feel like this is a cute, could be a cute look for 70s. I'm not sure if everything was belted or not. I did leave off the belt for this one, so you'll have to let me know if you came through the 70s, if I got the majority of them correct, or if, you know, if there's a lot missing. So I'm not sure, but I feel like it's touching on the basic style of the 70s anyway. Okay, keeping the pink pants with this one as well. And I just wanted to show you this like really sharp, like pointed collar. So I feel like that was definitely a 70s thing. And I feel like this has a little bit of an oriental look to it, kind of an oriental 70s top. So a little bit different. I thought it was cute with the pink. And I only have one left to go, but definitely I feel like I started out thinking, oh, I don't really have hardly anything to do for the 70s, but I actually feel like that was quite a pretty good selection, considering I don't think I've purposely tried to find 70s. A couple of my pieces came from my grandma, and then a couple I picked up, like these pants for instance, looking at them in a different way. But when I went to find 70s outfits, I found some that, like for instance, I had wore these for part of the fall look actually, because I had that sweatshirt with the fall leaves on it that went with the pink. But some modern pieces and some pieces that I saw in a different way worked for this look. So, and then most of the tops were vintage 70s, and I think a lot of times I do pick those things up sometimes to resell them. And at one point I thought that I really loved them. So now I'm just kind of, there's a few I set to the side, and there's a few I'm still thinking on, and some I really did love. So I don't know. It's such a hard decision. It is such a hard decision. I think I'm lost somewhere between the nostalgia of things and what I honestly want to wear, or what I actually grab when I am just picking something in a hurry to go. And I think it's a little confusing. So I'll eventually figure it out. But I am having fun. I'm having fun trying them on and showing them to you, and trying to figure it out is fun. So it's all good. But let's do the last one. Okay, this is the last one. So this is a little bit more fun. Um, so this is an example of, to me, a crossover style, because this is definitely being used in Y2K. And this is definitely being used in Y2K. But yet somehow I think they were actually from the 70s first. I think the gold bags and even the beading could have been the 70s. I think the little crocheted scarves could have been 70s. Also, the crocheted vest, the argyle. These are new, actually. I think one of you said you found these and ordered them, which was really cool. These are just no boundaries, and they are newer ones, so you probably can still find them online somewhere. But they do serve as a 70s look. They kind of have a flared leg to them, and that argyle print just kind of makes that work for the 70s. So that is how I've pieced this together, and using one more of those polyester nylon type tops here that are actually 70s and to complete this look. And so you'll just have to let me know if this was one of your favorite eras, and also, like, hit or miss, like on which outfits could have been or maybe weren't. That this is just my take on 70s and kind of what I know about it or what I have seen. And there were so many eras, have so many different ranges of styles in them. So like 90s is from 90s grunge to, like, with the teens, like Saved by the Bell, wore in the 90s, or what the moms wore in the 90s. So like every era has like so many different looks for that era. And so a lot of times there's some I miss, and I'm just remembering the ones that I saw or went through or noticed. So this one was fun, and it was actually more fun than what I thought it would be, because I was kind of like, seven. I'll be honest with you, it was pulling these clothes out and putting it together. It was one of my least, like, I was kind of like, oh, I got to do that one. And if you love the 70s, it's nothing personal. It's just me. I'm a 90s child, and so I wasn't for sure how I felt about this one. And but I actually did have fun, and I did enjoy some of the pieces once I had them on and put together. So it's interesting to me how I feel about clothing. I don't know if everyone's like this or if it's just me. Could be just me, but how I feel about clothing, like sometimes I'll get it because I recognize something or the nostalgia of it, but then it'll just sit there, and I don't know if I'm picking it up maybe because of the nostalgia of it. And so that's something I'm definitely going to have to figure out and work through. I think maybe several years back, I just really did love all of it. And now I think my taste is changing a little bit in what I love remembering versus what I actually want to wear. So we're going to figure it out. But I do think these were really cool. And I do like I love the Girl Scout shirt. I love that bright orange and yellow shirt. So those two are probably going to stay just because I just like the colors and the prints on them. And then these jeans, I do like them too. I feel like they come in handy for different things. So there's pieces here and there, and I really loved the Western one. So the Western one I love. So the plaid one was a little too small, so it was going. The polyester blazer was too small, so it's going. The two pairs of pants, I'm going to let them go. The plaid pair that was high-waisted and the vintage Wranglers, and they were Wranglers, I'm going to let them go as well. So there's some pieces that are leaving and some that are staying. And I'll keep weeding it down. Eventually I want to do a closet video, but I am not about to show you the closets till I get all these videos done and all the stuff out of it, because it's pretty packed. It's pretty packed in there. So we're trying to weed it down. So anyways, I'm so glad you were here watching this video with me, and I hope you enjoyed it and had fun, or just maybe you really love the 70s, or maybe you just remember something it hits on something you remember or you went through. So either way, I hope you enjoyed it today, and I hope this gave you some inspiration if you want to do some 70s looks. And just thank you for being here. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe, help me grow. And I will see you on the next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.